Good morning, everyone. You right? Yeah, I'm ready for the questions. Anything you got, and just hit me with it, and try to give you the most honest answer of where the club is at the moment. And yeah, hit me with your best shot, basically. Huh? Yeah. Sky Sports first. Cheers.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Freeman. It's Sean O'Leary from Sky Sports News HQ. What is your take on the Marcus Plant saga, and has it developed at all, and will he be playing next season? Because we've seen some photos of him in training, and what's your overall outcome on that, and how did the team take the news about Marcus?
Yeah, of course. You know, uh, that saga with Marcus Plant was it was quite a funny one, but at the end of the day, it did cost us a bit. But we've talked now, and it was a point where we were signing a few players, you know, over the January transfer window, and yeah, of course, he turned up for training, and I just saw, he was an agile player, and he's hungry, he had spirit, he could pass the ball well, he moves the ball well, great touch, he's a listener, he works hard, and yeah, of course, when you got a player like that of the caliber, you're gonna want to sign him. Of course you are. And at the time, say boys in the training, we signed that day. We signed Lewis Davies, Ryan Davies, who was a shame hasn't been playing for us for a while now, but we signed Lewis Bailey, and then we signed obviously Mackie, top lad, and put pen to paper, shook the hand, and a couple hours later it was on the Instagram, and it was something that I thought, oh, nice one, when he played the first game, and then we had a couple of weeks off, and went on holiday with the old missus and the kids, and we went to Marbella, and I was laying there in the sun, and you know having a cocktail, of course, and I was just sort of taking it easy. I got a phone call from the chairman, Ollie, and he just said, we had a call from the FA, from Brian, and he said, Mark, he's eligible to play, can't play for us, and he's still signed a version reserves, and at the time, he told me that the last team he played for was, the University of Wolverhampton. So I thought, districts and regions, I didn't think it would be a problem. But of course, it was a shame, and it happened now. But it's a new chapter, and the club's going forward. And Mark, he's up for the tournaments, and he's up for the pre-season, he's up for the battle, and he's a top lad. He's a good laugh, and all the lads get on with him well, and he's a great addition to the team, and I think it can only go further. Yeah, it's like I say, it's a new chapter. It's a lesson learned, of course. We've got to be more careful next time. But he's we saw it out with Marky, and he's held his hands up. Yeah, I'm going to move forward. Yeah. Next question.
Di for Talksport. Basically, just wondering what's going on with team spirit. Where's the club come from since you started last season? Where you going to? Who's coming in? I hear some rumours on the streets, and what's going on with the team, and where's this journey taking you?
Yeah, of course, last season was it was something, we jumped in at we jumped at the deep end, really. Didn't really know what to expect. A lot of the lads, like I said in my first sort of interview, the lads they haven't played football in a while, but we had a strong spirit, and like I say, it's a family. It is a family, this team, and if one player goes down, we all go down. If one worry is down, we'll bring them back up as a team spirit. Of course, like I say, it's something that was there from the start, and it was the first chapter, and like I say, there was some down, there's some ups, and there'll always be ups, and there's some downs, and there'll always be downs, and that's football. It's an artwork. It's a journey. It's a story. It's not always gonna be a constant good flow, and if things go wrong, you talk to the boys and that. But this season, I think with the players we're interested in bringing in, the caliber training's getting busier, the spirit just rising through. It's you know it's something that is really building up strong, and It's got a few interesting players on the cards, of course. Marky's going to get his second chance when he can play, and we got Yan Kwame. He's a younger brother of Fred, Big Fred, who had an amazing end to the season at centre back. So, it's all going well, and maybe even there is rumours of Brett Carroll. Of course, can't really speak a lot about that at the moment, but it would be nice to get Brett on board. It would really be nice, and at the end of the day, it's going to be a good year this year. I think I'm really up for the challenge, and at the end of the day, last year, was a learning curve. Like I'd always say, if we lost, and I'll say it now, it's not a loss, it's a lesson learned, and there was a lot of lessons learned, and there was games where we played really well, and when I was proud of the boys, of course, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's a journey, and we're in it together, and of course, yeah, and I'm excited for this season. I think we could do some damage, but don't want to get ahead of myself. But second season, the boys got more chemistry. Yeah, of course, yeah. One more. Yeah, no worries.
Yes, of course, a quick one from Tony, ESPN. We've heard that Sam McKinnon is the third in the firing line for ligament damage to the ankles. It's been a bit of a merry-go-round this season for injuries. How do you cope with that, and how does team spirit go on?
Well, it's sod's law, innit? That's what it is. I had three players. Rhys Cadew, Jordan Grice, and now Big Sam McKinnon, star striker, top goal scorer, and they've all got the same problem, ligament damage to the ankle. Of course, and three absolute titans of the team, just taken like that, and of course with Sammy, it's a shame because we have a tournament, we have a big friendly coming up, that every boy's excited for, and it's should be a good game, but he's not going to be available, but he's a warrior. Sam is a warrior, and he will always, he'll always give his best, and nothing no one can say. You say to Sammy, you run 100 meters, he'll run 200. Do you know what I mean? He just gives that bit of extra more passion. He's a warrior. He's got spirit, and he'll never give up. And people, the doctors said to him, just take it easy. But Sam knows his strengths, and he's eating well. And even now, like that, I know that the crutches are down already. Like he's just eager. He's hungry to get back into football already. But Sam's gonna take a step back, of course, and wait for an ankle to get better. He's a busy man, so he's gonna come and help me and the management team. And of course, I'll always encourage the boys, if you're off on the sidelines, come and help me, because it isn't just a one man team. You got me, you got Callum Wright, Jake Mason, you got Sam McKinnon now, you even got Big George Boland, Rhys Cadew helped out a little bit, Jordan Grice, he's been great since he's been injured, helping out, and it is a team, it's not just a one man band, and of course it all goes down to the chairman, really. Oliver Walk, it wouldn't be a club without him, and the way he's run this club this season, it's something. It's been a pleasure to be here for, and I don't like to take all the limelight for it, because I'm just the manager. Just do the training, do the starting 11, but it's nothing compared to what Oliver does. He's a leader, and he's the captain on the pitch, and rightfully so, yeah. So, but basically, what we're going to do now is train more, get ready, prepare more, fitness, eat well, sleep well, work more as a team together, more team spirit, and hopefully next season, you never know, it could be a good one. Right, that's all I have time for. Thank you very much.